Ooh, Radio Garage, we're back on the bench. Hey, thanks for joining me, everybody. Finally done with this thing. This thing was here a long time. It's for a good customer of mine, Mr. Chris. Got you all done finally, sir. Thank you for the patience. And if anybody's thinking about setting bases after seeing this, don't even think about it. I'm taking a base break. Alright, so laundry list of stuff done to this one. Digimax kit, new meter, white meter insert, white meter lights, the quad lights on this, two of the dual SMD LEDs, came out really nice. SRA-FC393 frequency counter. Now when I saw frequency counters were starting to get scarce, I had told him a while back, I told him to buy one of these and send it in with the radio. Because he, at that point, the FC Galaxy ones, the FC347s were already gone. So I said, hey, Texas Ranger came out with one, grab it, send it in with the radio. So he did. When I went to go hook this counter up, wow, was I in for a surprise. The insides of these are totally different than a counter like this. The old, I have one right here. You guys are, a lot of guys are going to be familiar with this, with the module back here. These, everything's built into right here. You have this whole part is gone. These counters, they're all SMD. They're like 0402. Most of the parts are 0402s, and it's just everything's built right into this header panel. Everything. There's nothing else. The box is empty. There's no ribbon cables. There's no nothing. You just, your crystals up here, everything's right here. I said to myself, how the hell am I going to convert this to work? There's no way. But on the cover, it still says like the old ones, this little label here says you could use either IF frequency, 10.695 or the 7.8, which these use the 7.8. Big thank you to, what I ended up doing was I got a hold of Chris Holland out there at Superior CB. He hooked me up with the conversion, and yeah, it worked. So thank you to him. And it's not for the faint of heart. It's SMD components, like I said, 402 parts. And you got to do, let's see, you got to take out two, replace them with two other parts, put in the jumper, and then also too I had to add a little bit extra capacitance, so that was actually another SMD cap to get the frequencies up where I needed them. Excuse me. So let me. He's got a bunch of stuff done to this. I did a full recap. I did variable power, the Digimax, the counter, TX-RX light, all that stuff. He wanted me to check out his Roger beat board. That was acting up. That took a half a day just to get that straightened out. Oh my god. And so yeah, let me pop the covers, or the cover, and I'll show you the inside, and then we'll do that, take a peek at it, and then I'll come back and show you how this thing is performing. Okay, here's all the work done to her on the inside. Just go over this quick. Okay, let me actually get my notes, and so I don't miss anything, but real quick, I had to remove the channel kit, and this one was actually, now the only person that was ever in this radio was one other shop. Then from the time he bought this radio brand new. So I took that out, had to undo the channel mod. That was originally in the right here. That was in the phone position. Okay. Now I'm just looking here. The other thing I had to do, okay, I installed the Digimax kit, and with the base station, I never put one of these in a base before. Normally I could tack it onto the side of the chassis on the mobile radio. Now with this, these ribbon cables for your display and to go to the radio were not long enough. So I had to come up with a bracket. I made an L bracket, tied it, screwed it down into the chassis here, and then came up with this little post, the other part of the L, then put on like a little echo board bracket here. They don't. I wish you gave a. I do love the Digimax kits, but I wish you would give a bracket, like a little mounting bracket. So I did have to come up with my own for this, and then I was able to tie it in on, and then it's super not going anywhere. You only need the one tie down point. So that was the Digimax. Of course, you know, with the channel, you had to do the channel display, the channel selector, channel display. That all has to get totally customized, has to get cut out. The other thing I did was, let's see, I'll show you that on the front. That guy I'll show on the front. Oh, variable power. That's done the right way. Don't, if you're going to do variable power on these type chassis, don't just take out the power pot over here and run your wires to the pot. It's not going to work right. It's going to work real crappy actually. You're only going to get maybe a couple watts of variable. So what you want to do is like the Cobra 29 style variable, and I ran a transistorized variable for this, and I'll show you how that works. And it is in this position now, the phone position. Okay. Other thing I did, I'll show you that on the front. Frequency counter, I'll get to that. Oh, your Roger beep. Yeah, I had to totally go through that, fix that. That's now on the, well, I think it was always on the channel 9, but it used to do this weird thing where if you keyed it up, no, if you turn the radio on, the Roger beep would key up, and yeah, there was no way to get around it, whether you had to switch in or out for the Roger beep. So I'll just show you that quick here. That does not do that now. Okay, so you don't hear that at all, whether it's in. So that would be Roger beep on right there with that blue light on. Okay. Oh, actually, yeah. If you have, that's what it is. Okay. If you have the Roger beep activated when you turn the radio on, it will key up. Yeah, that's what it was. I'm using the wrong knob here. It used to be whether you had the Roger beep engaged or disengaged, it would be. So now if you have it off, so right now Roger beep is off, and it doesn't make the key up noise. Alright, so that's fixed. Did your 10-turn clarifier? Yeah, so I had to rewire this channel 9 switch. That was a pain. And also too, I did your white meter. It's not this bright in person. I'm sure you've heard other people in other videos say, I've even said it before, it's never as bright as it looks. I think if I zoom in, it goes away. Yeah, then it'll start going away and it focuses on the meter. But yeah, you got a blue with the red insert and brand new meter, orange needle. These are the meters that come with it, like this. So then you got it. It comes with a white needle. And what I was thinking was painting that orange, because the meter was still working. But you know what? My luck. See, the thing is, it's how old a radio. You go and do that, guaranteed, customer's gonna end up calling you and saying a couple weeks down the road, the meter stopped working. So might as well just put the new meter in. You have to do a custom meter and get it to fit and everything like that. Real pain. And yeah, then you could get everything to line up nice. But alright, let me get the cover back on this. We're going to go over how everything's working, show you the performance, and we'll get this thing wrapped up. Oh, I forgot to mention, it's totally recapped, all new electrolytics, tantalums also. Some folks say you don't have to do the tantalums, but if you're in there, you might as well do them. So I did them too. Here's your echo board, if anybody's wondering what this is over here. That's just an echo board. And then also too, I upgraded this here, your main power filter cap, to a 10,000 microfarad. Alrighty, so now I think I got, re-greased your flannel driver, re-greased your regulator, audio chip, your other 8-volt regulator, so you're all good to go. Alright, we are back, and let's see how the performance is, and it's actually really good. There is the SRA-FC393, and let me just show you, I have it on dim right now. That's bright, that's dim. And I have it hardwired in the back. You have a jack on the back. No, I can't show you that right now because I have everything connected, dummy load and everything. But if I remember, I'll show you at the end. Okay, so let's just check out your variable. You're going to be running an amplifier with this. So here's where I have your variable set. Not set, but here's how it came out. And however you want to set it, you could set it. 50 watt slug on the left, doing just under a watt. All the way up, she will do almost 6 watts. I'm getting about 5.5 on the bird and about 5 on the LP. And then if I put modulation into it, she still will go forward. Very important, you still want to see that bird meter go forward on the average, and we'll just check out some peak numbers here. So yeah, she's got a good strong transmit on her, I'll tell you that. Hello radio, 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5, and the LP and the bird pretty much match exactly on this, but 20 watts. They're both showing 20 watts, and also, by the way, I'm using a SRA-198 microphone. Not that it really matters, but hello radio, 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, 20 watts peak AM. Let's go to sideband. Hello radio, 55555 audio, 1 2 3 4 5 audio. 20 watt sideband. Turn the peak back off. Now let me just go over something with you. With these, and like same thing with Cobra 29s, if you set them up, if you do the variables on these, you got to set them up one of two ways. You either set them up to run the mic gain all the way open with the variable all the way open, all the way up, or you, and also too, don't forget, this counter is just a reference and it will move around a little bit. Now it's showing 2039. And also too, I have the way I had to set this one up is I did your sideband, each sideband 1 kc off of your center, your AM. So lower is going to be 204, upper is going to be 206, and then AM will be 205. This is just the way I had to do it with this one. I don't really like seeing the same number for sidebands, 205, like say for on 20. But that's the way I had to do this one. Alright, as I was saying with the variable, if I set the, let's just say 2 watt dead keys, he's going to be running an amp, he's going to probably do, I don't know, around 2-3 watts. If I set the AMC, the modulation, to run the mic gain wide open at 2 watts, 3 watts, the way these variables are, they're not linear. So when you turn up then to a 5 or 6 watt carrier, you're going to have hardly any modulation up at your higher carrier. So the way to get around that is set the AMC circuit, modulation circuit, for the carrier all the way up, and then when you do need to drop your carrier running your amplifier, you turn this down, and then you're going to have to turn your mic gain down to compensate for turning your power down. So that's, otherwise, like I said, you're going to be doing hardly any modulation with the higher carrier when the amp's off. Because I do suggest running the power all the way up with the amp off. I don't see any problem doing that. All right, let me get the audio generator set up here. And I got that on the right thing there. Yeah, okay. And it's trying to feed back, so let me just cut that down for now. Alright, so there's your carrier. I'm going to put the tone into it, and you got a nice signal there. Okay, and as like I said, as you start to go down, you will lose some of that linearity, and you just got to chase the mic in with it a little bit. But any seasoned CB operator, I don't think will have a problem doing that. All right, let's hear it over the air quick. See what I got set up over here for a monitor radio. Looks like you got the George. Let's go to 20. If it's quiet, I don't know. Yeah, looks like it's quiet right now. Let's try to do sideband. Check it out.
Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, and let's go to AM. And AM on here.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio drive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'll put the echo on. Show you the echo working. Sorry, I got the antenna hooked up outside, so it's hard to find a quiet channel right now.
Audio. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 5, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So echo's working. Yeah, like I said, unfortunately a lot of noise out there right now. But yeah, everything's working good, sounding good. Counter's back now to 5-0. Like I said, it's going to move around a little bit. Let me get it hooked up to the receive, and then that's going to do it. Alright, so I don't know if you've seen my last video with the other Digimax radio, but I'll just go over this quick. I actually forgot. I'm assuming you knew how to use it, but obviously you're not. This is your first one. So home channel, if you click this once, you go to your home channel. Right now I have it set for 19. So click it once, and it takes you down to 19. Click it twice, and then turn up, it'll scan up. Click it twice, turn down, it'll scan down. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have squelch on. You have to have squelch on. So you turn up your squelch until the little dot comes on. See that little dot now? I don't know if you could see it. Yeah, okay, there it is. I think you could see it. So when you turn your squelch off, it goes off. When your squelch is engaged, it goes on. Now, hit it twice, and then it starts the scanning process. Key up a radio next to it, which I'm going to do right now on channel 20, and it'll stop. Breaks the squelch. There it goes. I had the squelch up too much. Yeah, you just have to put the squelch just barely on. Okay, so just put it barely on, and then when a signal comes in, it'll break it, and then it'll stop the scan. And also too, just it looks like there's no space between this knob, but there's just enough space to push in this knob to get this the functions to work. Roger beep is on 9. The light's on. Let's see if we turn this volume up. Did you hear that or not? I think you could hear that. And then turn it off. Nothing. Okay, so those are the two things I just wanted to show you quick. Alrighty, here we are with the receiver, starting off showing you the S9 coming out of it. And give it a second to zoom in. There's your 9. And we're doing that at -73. Alrighty, now I will plug in the synad meter. If I can not drop everything in the meantime. Go. Alrighty, turn my volume up here a little bit. Get this dialed down. Yeah, this thing's got good ears. Good radios, good radios. I like these radios a lot, actually. Let's see, she's going down to 112. Well, she's running with anything new out there, pretty much right there. 12. All right. And let's check out sideband. Go to lower. Drop that. And let me. Oops, wrong thing. This down a little bit, and also too, I'm going to have to move my clarifier a hair. Okay. Oh baby. Yeah, I didn't know where this. Wow. Wow. Whoa, she's still going. 127? Let's see, we got 128. Yeah, 128. Holy smokes. Negative. Well, this came out really. I seen it come up when I did the alignment, but see, a lot of times when I get done with the tune and alignment, I don't actually put it on the equipment. I tune, you know, right there. Wow. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, so that's it. She's all done. You got an awesome radio here. I'm actually, I'd be half tempted to pick up one of these for myself. I like these radios. Somebody was actually asking me, yeah, that's off, about buying a bass, and he said if I buy it, you know, well, he said if he does end up buying a bass, you know, what kind of basses do I like working on, that type of deal. I guess he's trying to hopefully try to get me to accept it, but honestly guys, yeah, this was one of the better ones to work on, but the basses just slow me down a lot, and I'm really trying to get ready to accept mail-ins starting, like, I was hoping to start this week. And what I'm thinking is it's going to work like this, no basses, and also like a lot of the bigger type modification jobs like this, like doing the whole Digimax and changing everything out top to bottom. I'm probably not going to be accepting those type jobs for right now, and I'd like to get a lot of radios in here to get fixed, stuff like that, repairs. A lot of mobile radios, a lot of drivers out there have busted radios that are trying to get them sent in, so I'd like to let a lot of those in. I did actually update my web page. I have a new page on there on the website. It deals with the mail-in process and repairs. Okay, check that out please before you contact me about sending something in. So check that page out. It's on my website, and I believe I labeled it repairs and mail-ins. So just check that out. I took a day over the weekend to write that up, and it kind of covers the process, and also hits a little bit on how rates and pricing is structured. Okay, so that's it guys. Stay tuned for updates. As soon as I know something, you'll know something as far as you know, anything new. All right, appreciate everybody tuning in. Sorry if this was lengthy, if I got a little ratchet jaw in there, but just trying to cover my bases and go over everything. And we'll see you in the next one. Radio Garage. We're off the key.